Alright folks, we have another one. On this one we're going to be changing the suspension rods. Customer says that the tub is going crazy on this one. We tested it and yeah, it's going pretty wacko on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to change all four suspension rods here. There's one here, one here, one in here, and the other one right there. So basically they run all the way down. This shipping rod right here go all the way down. Oh, got grease all over me. Yeah, they run all the way down there. You have to take them out, replace each one of them. I've seen videos of this. The only thing, there's a few things that you gotta remember because they don't really explain it on the videos, is when you're looking at the washing machine from the front here, you gotta remember, try to keep these shipping rods. Let me show you. So these shipping rods come color coded. They come white and here we go, right here. They come white and they come green. Now each one is rated to a different weight capacity, so you don't want to mix match these. You don't want to put a white one here and then a green one back there and so on and so forth. You want to keep them the way you take them out. That's how you put them back in. Typically though, the white ones are on the left side and the green ones are on the right side if you're looking at the washing machine from the front. Sometimes they may be different colors. Sometimes I've seen them blue, I've seen them black, I've seen them red. But just depending on the washing machine that you're servicing, on these GEs or whatever one you're working on, just take one off at a time and replace it according to its color. That way you don't have any issues. So on this one in particular, let's put those back. On this one in particular, you have to take off the top panel. Now how do we do that? I'm going to show you real quick. It's I'm going to put this thing, straighten it out. Let's see. Okay, so typically that's how you'll see it. What you'll do is you'll remove the screw that goes in here, the screw that goes in here, and to make life a little bit easier, you want to remove the panel from the back as well. So this goes in here, and then the screws that you take off actually hold it down. So you'll take this thing off, goes in that slot and that slot right there. Basically it goes in like that, and then to put it on you have to put it in, slide it to the left to take it out, slide it to the right, pull it out. And then this guy, all you have to do is hit here, bam, hit it back so it releases. The same thing on this side, and it'll release. There you go. You release it, and then you'll have a screw here and you'll have a screw right there. Once you get those two screws off, you can put this guy back on just so that it doesn't go nowhere, and you'll be able to lift this from the back. I like to just lift it straight up, you know, and then you push forward so it unlocks it from the hooks in the front. So you push forward like that, like I just did, and it'll come right off. These clips here, this one and this one, that holds it down. Sometimes when you do this and you pull it off, this clip will come off, or this one will come off, maybe even both of them. All you have to do is grab them and put them back in. And get some needle nose pliers. Let me see here. Wherever my needle nose pliers are. Here we go. just get some needle nose pliers, squeeze the bottom. See, it'll come out on you, so just squeeze it, put that front part in, release it, and it'll just go back on. Same thing with that guy if they come off on you. So you'll have to reach down there. I have a tool that I bought, actually. I bought these guys. I bought these guys from Grip-On. I bought these online from their website, but sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll have them at like Tractor Supply, you know what I mean? But these particular vice grips right here, needle nose, I don't know what you would call that bent right there, but they're needle nose bent pliers, vice grips. These come real in handy. You can use some needle nose regular pliers, but I recommend the vice grip ones because you don't have to worry about having to hold this while trying to get a shipping route out. You know, with these, all I do is grab one of the rods, lock it into place like that. It's already facing forward, and all I do is just pick it up. You know, you'll see, pick it up, and you don't have to fight. You remove that clip, and it'll come right off. Okay, so basically the way I do it, like I said, I clip it on there, you know, and it's good to have these ones because it's just held on there. It'll hold it instead of having to fight it, and you know. So all you'll do is pick this guy up, push this guy down, turn it around, and just let it fall down. I mean, you'll want to push the tub a little bit out of the way, and it'll just come right out. There's a slot down there that you'll see where it goes in, and you just remove it and replace it with the next one. So let's grab our next one. Now I'll use a little bit of grease off the one that I took off, and just, you know, lubricate that top part. You don't have to put all kinds of crazy amount. I know there's some people that go pretty crazy with it. You don't have to. So put that much in there. Let's see. Once you put your grease on it, try to keep your hands clean. That way none of this stuff slips from you. And then basically repeat the process. You know, about right there, clip it back on. And that's basically what it looks like inside when you're going and you're gonna pick it up. And this is gonna release, you know, you're gonna drop it all the way down until this bottom piece releases from the spot where it goes propped in, and then you repeat the cycle, and this time you're going to go all the way down, and there should be a little tiny slit. I'm going to see if I can make a video of that part too, or we'll get under there and show you, but you just repeat it. But using this type of pliers makes life way easier because you don't have to be fighting with anything. You're not dropping it or anything. You just slide it back into its position. And you're good to go. And all you have to do is take this guy out of the way so you can put in this guy, and then just drop it back into its place. Let it go, and you're done. And you repeat. I mean, if you see it that it's like this, it didn't latch all the way in, just push down on the tub it'll pop right back into place. And that's basically it. You do it to all of them, and you have replaced all your suspension rods. And again, on the left, front left, right left, you want to put the white ones. On the left side, you want to put the white ones, and on the right side, you want to put the green ones. And then these are your part numbers right here. That's the green one. And this is your white one. But pertaining on the machine that you have, that's what color you should be replacing to each side. Don't try to mix match them or anything, but the job is really simple. Again, if you get these pliers, it'll make life a lot easier, opposed to having some really long needle nose like these, or using regular vice grips or anything like that. These guys, they're worth it. They're worth the money. I mean, they've already paid for themselves about 20 times over. These work very, very well, especially for this, because sometimes this changing of the suspension rods can become real tedious. But let's go ahead and finish the rest of these. The process is the same. From the left to the right side, the process is exactly the same. There's nothing different about it, any of them. I guess the only difference would be that this side right here, where it has this dispenser part, would be the only difference. This part will kind of get in your way, but it's not as bad to say, you know, oh, it's not gonna work or it's not gonna fit. Let me see if I can zoom it in here. Here we go. So you can see right there, that's where the shipping rod goes. So I can zoom it in some more. There we go. That's where the shipping rod goes, right there. You just make sure that you slide it in that slot, pick it up, and you should be good. You know, you have that little crack in the middle right there, and that's where you can put in the rod itself. You slide the rod in through there and then pick it up. You know, it used to be that you had to tip this thing over and then put the rod from underneath and then pick it back up and then reach back down in there. But they've made things a lot easier because now they're open. Now that side is open, you just slide it in and you're good to go. So once you're done with all that, you just put it all back together the same way. You reverse the process. You put your lid back on, make sure that this thing pops right back onto snaps back onto those clips. Put your screws. So you take this front back off, put the 2 screws in there. As a matter of fact, I'll show you the screws also. So these are the screws that go on the back that hold your control board, your control panel. And then these guys are the ones that go inside. That go on those right there, that one and that one. You'll see them. So they're different, but it's just 4 screws. Take them off and pop that guy forward, and you're rocking and rolling. So that's about it. I mean, this video is kind of short, straight to the point. Hope this helped you guys out. If you guys can, like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Peace.